how to sell Aliexpress products on Etsy. Hello guys and welcome back to today's video. In today's video, I will be teaching you on how you could sell different types of Aliexpress products on your Etsy store. Now, there is a simple way to do this. Of course, I will be teaching you the most simple way and we will be giving you some tips and tricks. Now, the first thing you're going to have to do before you start looking for any products in Aliexpress is to actually explore Etsy itself. Look through the different products that are being sold, look through what are similar, look through what are actual products that are being sold. Because when you actually explore Etsy, you won't really see traditional products like when you go to Aliexpress. When you look through the different products over here, there's a lot of items, a lot of electronics, a lot of shiny and fancy thumbnails for the different products. For example, let's look for one. For example, this one. You can't see items that are like this in Etsy because mostly in Etsy, it looks aesthetic, it looks nice, it looks homemade, everything looks professional and has a certain style. Like there is an aesthetic value or there's a certain level of aestheticness on the different products that are being sold in Etsy. And what you're going to do is you're going to apply that mindset that you're going to look for product in Aliexpress that has that aesthetic value. Because, for example, this item over here that I just used as an example, you can't sell this product in Etsy because it will automatically stand out and Etsy itself will think that is this really a product that you are going to sell in Aliexpress? Because what we're doing is technically a drop shipping process, not exactly a drop shipping process that is very efficient, but selling a product from Aliexpress to Etsy is technically drop shipping, and Etsy is not a fan of drop shipping. So when it detects someone doing something similar to drop shipping, they will automatically or they will ban that specific store. So do not stand out to fit in with the other products. What you're going to look for in Aliexpress are products that are having an aesthetic value. Now, not all products in Etsy is aesthetic, of course. For example, when I look through the different items here, let's look for something similar to a very catchy image. So for example, let's go with the video games over here. When you check out the thumbnails that people use for the video games over here, not all of them are aesthetic. All of them have some style or some of them are very messy. For example, this one over here. But they are still able to sell it Etsy. But of course, you're not actually going to sell video games in Etsy. You're going to sell for something that actually is selling well. For example, in the popular gifts right now. And you will be able to identify and figure out which products are really good and sell really well in Etsy right now. So for example, over here, assuming from this specific item over here, Etsy has a lot of products being sold for homemade type of necklace. So we're going to search for a homemade item in Aliexpress. So for example, homemade necklace, just like that, and simply click on search. And you will be able to see all the different products that are related to this text over here, which is related to homemade necklace. So you're going to look for a very good one. For example, this one, a customized stainless steel initial. As you can see here, we're simply going to open this one. And we could use this specific item to sell in our Etsy store in Etsy. Now, it has the aesthetic value. Let's wait for it to load. It has this aesthetic value. You could pass it out as a homemade because look at the description, look at the title. It is customized, so it can be homemade. And I think this is a very good item to sell in Etsy as well over here. So what you're going to do is you're of course going to utilize and use the different information over here. You're simply going to copy the title, but you're going to of course change it up a bit. Make it into a more efficient title, like let's say custom stainless steel initial name necklace. You can just simply use that. You don't need to use the other option over here. And you're going to put in, of course, the price, and then you're going to put in the description. Now, As you can see, there's a lot of images over here. Now, there's a way for you to be able to download these images as well and use it on your Etsy store. Like, you're going to upload the images that you have over here and use that as your images that you could display in your Etsy store, which is very important. For example, when I open this item over here, what the customer will be able to see and what they want to see is, of course, the title, the price, and like the different images to see if it is a quality item, and like the description, of course. Now, what you will do is you're going to search in the internet or any browser Ali Media and install this into their browser by simply clicking on the Add to Opera or Add to Browser option in the Chrome store over here. By installing the specific extension, you will be able to notice when I open this item over here, you notice this section over here. Now, this is not going to appear on the normal version of Aliexpress. This options over here, the download main images, download variant images, is only going to appear when you install the specific extension. So by using that extension, you will now be able to download the main images, the variant images, which is the section over here, all of these images, and the product video, the description images, and feedback images as well if you want. And it will appear over here. Now, this is the description images over here. You could download this and use that and add it to your description in Etsy over here, which is going to be very useful. And after that, after downloading the different images that you have for the specific photo, you're simply going to copy the other information, of course, like the price. You're going to have to increase that a bit and have it as a higher price so you can earn some money, of course. You can earn some earnings. And after that, after you publish your item in Etsy and after you start selling it, of course, what will you do when someone actually orders? Because you don't actually have that product. You don't actually have that on hand. Now, this is how, or this is why I labeled it as dropshipping, because what you're going to do is you're going to take the information of your customer and you're going back to Aliexpress and you're actually going to buy it also at Aliexpress. For example, someone ordered this specific item and I got their information. I'm simply going to go to this website now, to our page over here for the specific item, and I'm going to click on Buy Now, and I'm going to enter the information of our customer. So now Aliexpress will be the one who's going to deliver it to the customer without us doing anything. That's why I labeled it, or I said that it is like drop shipping, because we're not actually touching the product. We're just simply ordering it once again in Aliexpress. I know it's a very manual job and it's not really efficient sometimes, but that is how you will be able to sell your Aliexpress product on Etsy. Now, keep in mind, make sure that you don't stand out too much. Keep it within the range of aesthetic and homemade to be sure to be safe. Of course, other sellers are not really following that and they are able to sell, but just to be sure to be safe, especially when you're doing this method wherein you're getting it from Aliexpress, you're going to have to be very careful with what you sell. And that is how you should be selling your Aliexpress products on Etsy. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe.